Hello everyone, this is Daniel here. Guys, today we are going to do a space shooter. We are going to do it from scratch, so the only thing that I have done now was the sprites with some spaceships, just a little background, some uh, laser bullets, and that's it. So let's get started. First thing first, we need to change here our screen. So project settings, I will do it more vertically. So window 220 by 1280. Okay, I think okay, it's now on the screen size that we want. First, we are going to create the basics for our world. So 2D scene, I will change it to space. It will be our world, and here we are going to add a sprite that we, sorry, sprite that is going to be our background. So here it will be Atlas texture. We are going to add our sprite here. We're going to edit the region because we only need the here, this part. Something around this, okay. As you can see, it's very small, so we need to transform it, to scale it. I think 10 it's okay, not 0, man. I said 10. Okay, it's not. Let me just check here. 10. Come on, scale it. Okay, 10. Can it be a little bit bigger? So 20. And as you can see, this is since this is a small pixel art, it's a little bit blurry, so we need to go to our project settings. I don't remember if it's texture. Yeah, it's here in texture, rendering texture, and instead of linear we are going to add nearest, and as you can see it's much better. I will probably change this, but let me do another thing. I'm not liking it this here, so let me just run it, select current to see how it is. Let me just new scenes space, and it's showing nothing, I believe, or it is my GODOT. Yeah, it's my GODOT that's breaking a little. So yeah, but I think it will not show because I don't have a camera here. Okay, it took a while, but yeah, it's weird, so I will not edit this one. I'm doing this at the same time as you guys, so project settings. Another thing that we can do, it's, I don't remember if it's here, config, and I always forget where is this one, background color. No, that's for the, it's not for this one. I always forgot where this one is. Uh, uh, Editor, no, I think it's something around here. No, config, this is the run, the scene, window, rendering, common fonts, textures, blah blah blah, environment. Yeah, it's in rendering, environment, and here I will head it all the way to the dark one, to the dark side. Okay, so we are not going to use our sprite because I think it's not cool for our game. So let's continue. Since we already have our world, we don't need, at least for now, no more stuff in here. We are going to start creating our spaceship or our player. I will change to, not this, change type to character. it will be easier to manipulate. So, and on our character we need to add the collision shape 2D, and here just giving, I will add for now this one. We are going to add a sprite because I don't have animations on this one. So sprite 2D, it will be Atlas because I have everything on the same sprite sheet. So it will be Atlas, edit. We are going to choose here our spaceship. By the way, all of this project will be on GitHub, so you are free to grab it and to check everything. You're going to have all the codes, all the sprites there, so feel free to clone it or to at least try it on your own. I will choose this spaceship for me. If you have the project, you can choose anyone you like. Okay, as you can see, it's very small. I will scale it a little bit as well. Let me just do some. Okay, I could have done a circle instead of. Okay, I will change the shape type to a circle, and because it will do the same as the capsule shape, so I will prefer this one. But I think I will scale our spaceship a little bit. Let me just check if I can scale it here instead of. Yeah, nice. So let me just group this. Okay, and we already have our spaceship. Assets, let me go back a little. Not sprites, it will be prefabs, and will be player. I know that we are going to have a lot to do on our player, but I will now create the remaining spaceships, enemy spaceships. One thing I'm forgetting to add here, it's where are going to shoot. So I will add here two markers, one for each gun, because we have two guns. So one for here, I'll duplicate it. Damn it. I'll duplicate, and this one is going to be here. I will set left gun, right gun. This is just to be easier to implement the shooting on our guns in our space ship. You can do whatever you want it here depending on your spaceship. If your spaceship only have one gun, you only need one marker. At least for me, it will be easier to use two different markers to have the guns. So at the end they all shoot at the same time, but I prefer doing like this just to be easier than on the code to make the instantiation of the sorry of the bullets, the laser bullets on the gun. Okay, that's it. So let's start creating our other enemies. I will say enemy. It will be a character body 2D because we want to work with the velocity and gravity and all that, just to be easier to implement stuff because they are appearing from the top of the screen, so we can work with gravity here to make them sort of falling. They are not falling, they are just moving, but you can use gravity or you can just work with the velocity on the y-axis for your enemies. It's up to you. So let's continue. Let me just quickly add here some enemies, some basic enemies. Okay, now sprite, it will be Atlas. Where is it? Atlas texture, adding, you already know what to do. Edit. I will add those small ones, at least for now. We'll see later. Okay, let me just arrange this a little bit. Okay. Okay. And okay, yeah, I think it's good. Okay, let me just go to transform 180 because we want them to be looking down. Let me just rearrange this. Okay. I probably will add an area 2D because it will be easier to check for bodies, or in our case bullets that will hit our enemy, and I think we are going to do that on our player as well. Let me just add here red to be easier to see where this one is. Circle. Okay. Okay, it's the same time. This one we can disable because we're not going to use it. This one, okay. I think we can do another thing, but I will see. I will see it later. For now, I will do manually the enemies, but you can try on your code here on the enemy to check, or if you have different sprites for each spaceship, you can on your code to make something random to call them on your sprite, and instead of having multiple characters or enemies like I will do. So I'm going to do at least lot, and that way I will create my own enemies separated, and then we'll do something later. So this one is not enemy, this is small spaceship. We are going to save it. Okay. I think I will do just one more, and then we start to code a larger spaceship. It will be a character with collision like this, disable because we don't need it, and we are going to add sprite. You already know that the sprite, it will be an atlas texture, so grab it, drop it, edit, a bigger one. I will use this one, this pinkish one. Okay, you here, you here. Okay. Okay, we are going to add an area in 2D, collision for the area, red because when it's red, which will be this. Let me just scale it. I don't remember what was the scale. Let me just check. Scale was 5, so this one needs to be scaled to 3, and this one it's bigger, so scale it to 6. I think this 6 is a little bit okay. Okay, let me just rearrange. Here I can use the capsule shape instead of the other ones, so this, and sort of like this. And this one is disabled, so we can reduce the size. We don't need that one. Of course we need to scale it 180. Nice. Save it, larger spaceship. Okay. Now we can add now here our player. We have our player here. We can going to add a camera 2D, and the camera 2D is going to have some limits. On the left will be 0. On the top 0 as well, and then right to it will be the size of our screen, so smooth. Okay, and now to make things a little bit easier, I'm going to add here some static body, and in our static body I will add some collision shapes, just to make sure that we don't go outside our screen. Okay, just like this, duplicate it, add it, something like this. Okay, and I think that's it. So no, just one more to be below. You can do it like this, you can try it, and damn it, I can't duplicate, so yeah, copy and paste, do the same clappy thing. So you can use your imagination to do whatever you want it. So I will work with this. Okay, I'm working like this, but you can try to implement on your code, for example, to check if the player it's on the camera limits, if it's touching the limits of your camera, and by doing that you will be able to make your player not going outside the limits of our camera. So, but I like to do this because it's simple and I don't need to code. Okay, now on our player, let's go start our coding. So we are going here, add the script, not on prefabs. It will be on scripts that I don't have. Scripts, I always split everything just to be easier than to check where the things are. So here on our character body 2D, when we create a script, we already have here some information. However, at least for our spaceship shooter, we don't need the majority of them, like the gravity, we don't need it. And the jump we don't need as well. And is on floor, I will just leave this here for now, but we are going to change this. So to change our inputs, you can use these ones. I think you can use, let me just check, I never tried. So UI up / UI down, this works, we'll see. Okay, just accept 2 of them. So okay, direction X. Let me just, I'm just trying at this moment because I never work with this. I always do my own stuff. So direction Y equals input UI up, I believe, UI up, UI down. I think this is going to work. Nice. And here we are going to check for our direction. Damn it, our direction Y. And here will be Y as well. Okay. And you guys think this is going to work? It's my first time trying this because I always do it the other way. So let's try it. I think we have an error or something. Okay. As you guys can see, you can work around without doing any code. For you don't need to go to project settings and on the input maps because Godot already have these implementations by default. As you guys can see, I can move around my spaceship as the way I want it. However, if you guys wanted to know how to create those basic movements, I will put the card in the up there, and you guys can check my GODOT playlist where I have some videos regarding ton of stuff here on GODOT. So this has worked and saved me a lot of time, a few minutes by configuring this, or a few seconds really, not much. So what we need for our player is already moving with the get axis for left and right and get axis for up and down, and we already have here the move towards the direction that we want. This is going to be for the velocity. Now we just need to add here, I think it's the one, I think you could use the UI accept, the one that I removed it previously, but for this one I will go to project settings, inputs, and will add here my own action, and will be spacebar to shoot. Okay. For example, here on using these ones here, you only are able to use the arrows on your keyboard. If you want to use the AWSD, you have to configure it yourself. You need to go here like I did for the shoot, and you can do the actions for those buttons as well, and then you do the configuration here for it. But since I already have my arrows working, I will not worry about it at this point. I will not worry with the AWS because this is just a simple game. So let's continue. So since we already have here one thing I'm forgetting before starting implementing our shooting, we are going to create our bullet. So let me just go here very quickly. What I'm going to work with the bullet. I think today I'll go with the character body. So not this. Let me just remove here because character bodies are very easy to. Man, again. Change type, man. Change type. Character bodies are very easy to work, so I prefer to work with them. Collisions, not worry with that one because we don't need this one. More a sprite, of course. It's going to be our sprite 2D. Atlas, you already know, in my case it's Atlas always, all the time here in this project. So it will be, I think I've done something wrong. Yeah, sorry guys, Atlas. I had this in the wrong place. Edit. So shooting, which one I will choose? Since my spaceship is grayish, I will use this grayish one. Yeah, it's very small, I know. Not worry much about it. Okay, and our laser is done. Our spaceship is with the 5, so this needs a little bit bigger. So let me just, I think 2 it's enough. We'll see it later. 2, okay. 3 to be a little bit bigger. This I will put it the right way, but it will be disabled, so not much worry about it. There, there. Okay. and we are going to add an area 2D. I like to work with areas 2D. They are very easy to implement stuff. Collision, here, this, and I will not put it at the same size. We'll just give it a little bit of space. Okay, red, because this way I know that this is a collision for the area. Save, prefabs, bullet, or space bullet, or player space bullet player. We always, it's good to always have our elements for the player with some sort of thing that for us it's going to be easy to understand that specific scene or prefab is for the player. So in my case, I'm adding the player word before the other stuff. Okay, we already have our bullet. So on our player, where's our player? It's here, scripts. We are going to get our bullet on ready var bullet. I like to do the preload. For me it's easier to work with, but you can use the other thing. It's the packet scene, if I'm not wrong. You can do it something. Let me just check if I remember. Var bullet scene, and it will be packet scene. It will be something like this, and mine is not showing now, but you probably will have. Sometimes I don't know why sometimes it doesn't show, but you will have something here on the inspector where you're going to be able to grab your scene here and drag and drop to there. I will not do it because for some reason I will have to restart or not my. Let me just check. Oh, okay. It was because of the error, but sometimes even with everything okay, it doesn't show. Some sort of refresh on the project will make everything okay. So for example, for this sorry guys, for this packet scene, you can go and grab your bullet and just drag it there, and then you can work with it. I usually use the preload. For me, I think it's easier for me. I don't know, but this one is way simpler than to use the preload, because you just need to export and say that this is the packet scene, and you have here your scene. Okay, I think everything is okay on the bullet. Where's the bullet? Yeah, man, bullet. Okay, 2D bullet. Okay. Everything is okay. Yes, it seems okay. So let's go to our script. So I will use this. If you don't want to use this, you can use the already like we were doing. Bullet equals preload, and then here you go to your bullet and copy path. In here on preload, you add the path of your bullet. Both ways work. So let me just already. These are the two ways that you can load certain scenes to your script. You can use the preload or the packet scene. So I will comment the onReady because we are not going to use it, at least for now. Probably if you wanted to use it, you can use it. I will let him here commented on the project. So let's continue. Now, to make our shooting, since we have our spacebar as a shooting point, we are going to input dot get is action or getter is it's action just pressed, sorry guys, and you have here the shoot. Then we are going to print just for you guys to see if it is shooting. So okay, let's just try it. We have here, and when we press spacebar it will shoot. So now instead of doing this, we are going to create our function call it bullet no, we are going to call it shooting laser. Okay, and here on the shooting laser we are instantiate our bullet. So var laser bullet bullet bullet, it will be equal to bullet scene dot instantiate, and we are going to need two things from our player, and it's going to be the position of the bullets. I think we have to instantiate twice, but we'll see. Okay, so var laser bullet dot position, it's going to be equal to, for example, our left gun dot position. What I'm doing wrong? Oh, sorry, not var, because I was thinking. Okay, and now we need to get parent dot add child, and will be laser bullet. I think we don't have any code for the laser bullet, so I think the laser bullet only will appear in the screen. So let's try it. Okay, and when we shoot, do nothing. And why? Let's see. Gun to, sorry, there is not the position. It's global. I'm gonna transform a position, global position, and now I think it will work. Let me just see. We are here, blah blah blah, and as you can see, the bullet is there. So we need to create the code for our bullet. So let's go and grab our player bullet. We already have here. So on our node we are going to add, not going to add nothing, we are going to create a bullet, not on prefab, scripts, player space bullet. So here we already have a bunch of stuff that we are not going to use, so let's remove it. Remove this. Here we don't need nothing of this, so ciao. So what we are going to need, we are going to need a timer to remove our bullet from screen, and we already have the speed for our bullet, so I think that's it. Var timer time to die and I will say that's 200. We'll see later if we need more or less. So here on our code, at least for now we're not going to do nothing. We need to go to our area 2D, and on our node we are going to connect our body entered, because here we are going to check if we hit the enemy or not. So here we connect to our node 2D, that's our bullet. Our enemies will be on a group. You can create groups here on the node groups, and you can write here the group that you want. Our enemies will have the enemy group. So here on our bullet we can verify if the body is in group, and here we say it's enemy. If it's enemy, it's going to say Q3. Okay, and later we can add here some stuff, for example, to say that our enemy life or something can be reduced, but at least for now we are going to say this. And here on our physics process we are going to start for the condition for the time to die. It's going less or equals 0. We are going to Q3. Otherwise we are going to say that the velocity dot y will be equal to speed. I think it's going to be very, very fast, but not this speed, sorry, speed and move and collide. I think that's it. Let's just try it. I know that this video is going to be a little bit bigger than usual. Oh, I forgot that needs to be to the other side, so it's minus. Okay, so as you can see, you can shoot bullets. If you continue to press, it just doesn't shoot. However, if you can do multiple press, it will shoot many bullets. So at least this is working. Let me just check if I need to instantiate a second bullet or not, but I believe that I will need to do some instantiation. So I will create a function create bullet, and here we'll return this bullet scene instantiation. And now we can create multiple bullets, so we can say that this is an array with this twice. So here on position 0 we are going to say that this one, and on position 1 we are going to say it the other one. So right, what's wrong, my friend? Okay, I think it's bullet. Yeah, bullet scene. Goodbye, my lover. Okay. We'll see if it's work. Not working because we need to add one at a time, I believe. Let me just 0 and then we 1, or you can do a loop and add the child. So, but let's see. And as you can see, we have both of them working. So here we can do one thing just quickly. For I always forgot how the for is in here. So for bullets and laser bullet, and instead of this we can bullets. I believe it's going to be this. In fact, I don't do much of a loop in here in the games, so let me just, and as you can see, we remove one. In fact, we have 2 lines, but the code is a little bit better. We need, so as you can see, we can shoot. If I press this only shoot once. If you want this to be shooting like crazy, it will be here on. Only if it's just pressed, you can action pressed, I believe. I believe it's this one. I don't remember very well. And as you can see, it looks almost like a laser. So I don't recommend this one unless you are doing some sort of special attack. So for our purpose, it will be the just pressed. We don't need our print anymore. So our player is working. Now what we need to do is to do some sort of the same thing, but for our spaceships to shoot at you. If you don't want, you can only you can spawn only the spaceships, the enemies. So what I'm going to do now, it's on our what? I will create some sort of spanning code on the world. So not this. Create here a script for the scripts, and here we are going to preload our scene, our spaceships. So I will do the export again. Export var space enemy spaceships, not chops, because we're not buying nothing, and it will be a package scene. Okay. Sorry, I hit my own. And we have this small. Let me just try one thing. Not this, but this. Okay, this doesn't work because we need to go put this here. No, okay. I was trying to check if we can add multiple package scenes. So in here, small enemy spaceship, and we are going to add the large enemy spaceship. Okay, so small will be here and the larger one will be here. Now we need to do a spawner, so for that we need one timer or at least two timers. You can use the GODOT timer, but you can go here, add script and look for timer, and you have this timer. You can go to auto start, and on the signals, when it's timeout, it will do the spawning for you. I usually don't use it. I usually work with my own timers by coding them, but at least for now we are going to use this timer because it's only to spawn our enemies. So connect, and here we are going to do something similar to our space bullet. Okay, basically it's to instantiate our bullet. Okay, so let's go to our space script and let's do instantiate on timeout. So this timeout will be for the small, let me just change the name, small enemy timer, and we are going to add a second one for the larger spaceships, large enemy timer. Okay, and that this way we are going to have two timeouts on large. Let me just remove this one because it will give an error. Disconnect and connect again because the name has changed, so the function name has changed as well. So for the larger ones, since we already, the timeout means that when the timer finishes counting the time, for example, it's counting 10 seconds. After the 10 seconds, it will instantiate our enemies, depending if you want that on the smaller one, or if you want that on the bigger one. So I will do the code for both right now, because the code will be similar. You can create your unique function to call both of them by passing the information, and I think I will do that because it will simplify the code. So I will code function create enemy with the enemy here, and for that I will, since we already have here some code, no, we are not going to use that. So we need to add our enemies above our screen, and then they will appear on the screen by moving. Okay, so, and we don't want to see them appearing from nothing like magic, so they are going to be a little bit above our screen size. So since our screen it's on 0 0 position, meaning that our y-axis will be on the negative side, so our enemy spaceships will show on that negative position on the y, and then with their movement they will gradually show on the screen. So for that, what what you are going to say, it's enemy dot position dot y. It will be equals to, I will say, minus 20, and the normal position, enemy dot position on the x will be a random, because we want him to show in random places. So it will be between, I will say, 50 and 600, because our screen is from 0 to 720, but I think we removed like 5 pixels sort of because of our collisions. So I will say between 50 and 600 is okay. If not, we will change it later. Okay, and first things first, var enemy ship, it will be equal to enemy dot instantiate man enemy ship instantiate, and then get parent dot add a child, but the child doesn't want to have a parent. Okay, so we already are adding our enemy to the screen. I think our enemy is not moving. I think we have to code that. So let me just add here, create enemy, and it will be the larger spaceship, and then copy. So guys, as I was saying, we need to add here our create enemy for our spaceships. So now we just need to go to the smaller ones, but we need to configure our spaceships because they are not moving and we don't have any code. But the code will be very similar to the bullets code. So let's go and create our script for our small spaceship. Script create. We don't need any of these, and we remove this. We have the speed. Since we have the bullets here, we can grab our code here, and really what we need to do is this: grab the velocity, go to our spaceship, and say that the velocity in our case it will be positive, and at least for now it's this that I will do, but we are going to implement the shooting for those ships, but for now I will just go and do the same on the larger spaceship, just to add the just to add the velocity, just to see if they are spawning. So this, we don't need nothing of this we don't need, and here we are going to just add the velocity. Okay, we'll see if it is working or not. I believe it's going to have some sort of error. Let's just see. Okay, and as you can see, you can shooting the spaceships. Okay, I think it's only showing the smaller ones. Yeah, it's only showing the smaller ones. Okay, let me just see the timer for the bigger one. Space. Okay, sorry, I was. Okay, we have for the larger ones. Okay, and inspector. Waiting 1 second. I will say 5 seconds for the larger one and 2.5 for the smaller ones. And here on this one I forgot to add the auto start. That's why they were not working. So let's see. And you have to wait a few seconds. We have this. Nothing happens, at least for now, of course. And as you can see, they are randomly appearing in the screen, sometimes at the same place, but that's the part of the random that we can control. And as you can see, at least for now, the smaller ones are appearing, and after the 5 seconds should appear the larger ones. But I think it appeared but disappeared at the same time. So let me just see. I will add the same time for the bigger ones. I like to do these debugs on the videos because it's important for us to understand what is wrong with the. As you can see on the top, they are appearing, but for some reason they are, and I think I know why. Because larger spaceship, we have disabled this, and this is okay, I believe. Yeah, and the small spaceship, let me just check. This is disabled as well, and this is okay. For some reason my large spaceship is not liking to appear on the screen, but let's try to figure out what we are doing wrong here. So it's disabled, like the smaller one. It's disabled. And on our script, where is our script? Okay, on our script we have the enemy instance chance -20, and this will be random, and we add it to our parent. We are getting our largest script. Everything seems fine, so we'll see again. Okay, just do one thing on 0. I think the larger one is eating something. Oh, wait, I think I already know what is it. Larger, it's on the negative side. It needs to be on the positive side. I haven't noticed that one, but okay, should be working now. And as you can see, we already have. Okay. But they are coming on the same randomized thing. What we can do here is to do a random here, and we are going to say that is the X pose or X position, whatever you want to call it. We are going to grab it here, and I believe that will be sorry, forget the comma there. And I think now it's going to work well. Let's see. They are appearing at the same place, and at the no, forget my stupidity. I was being a dumbass. It's because our timer it's the same for both. So larger will be 5 and this one will be 2.5. I was being stupid because the X position is correct, only the timer was not. And now we have our enemies showing, and as you can see, even I think it's not going to be, I think those one are, it's going to be 2, and this one's going to be like 2.5, 5.5. uh, you can play around with your timers to see what fits you. So okay, okay, 2 there, okay, okay, seems good to me. And then we need to do the shooting part, at least for our player. I will not worry much about the shooting part of our enemy because it's going to be very similar to our player, and this video is getting way longer now, so let's do the shooting part. Since we have the areas on our enemies, we can work with that. But first we need to go to our bullets. On our node 2D, we're going to need to go on our group and say bullet. Okay? This means that our bullets will be on the group called bullet, and then on our small spaceship we are going to add a variable called life, and it will be equals to 100. And here on our area 2D you go to our node signals and body entered. I think we will be body entered. If not, it will be our area, but we'll see it because we are working with areas. We'll see later. So if body is in group, you already know is in group, and it's called bullet. We are going to life minus 5, minus equals 5, and here if life less or equals to 0, we are going to queue free. You can add some sort of animation, at least here I will not add it. So we are going just to remove our enemies from the screen. Okay, okay. By the way, you can check if the enemy is after the limits of our camera to remove them as well, but I probably will not do that, at least for now. I can explain that on a short video later. So for now we are going to do this, and for our larger screen, larger spaceship, we are going to say that life it's 250, and area, I think it will be body, but we confirm that after. And we just grab it. You don't need to write the code all the time, because if you work on a company, you can copy and paste the code from one side to the other just to be quicker for you to do things, but it's up to you. Okay, okay, and here will be the same. So okay, and let's see if it's working. And I need to check. Let me just check. Okay, on the smaller ones, print body, because I think it's area, because my bullets doesn't have body, I think. Let me just check. Okay, where are you going to appear? Okay, and let me just check this. Body is in group because this is group. bullets, and I need to add the enemy, sorry, enemy, man, enemy, and here will be enemy as well. Okay, and on our spaceships I know that's one. Okay, print if it's bullets. Okay, let's see where is our, okay, because I think it's body that we need. Okay, it's area, sorry. So let's go here, area entered. Okay, and we are going kind of to grab this area. I think areas in group works as well. Yeah, and we'll see. We remove this one because I was on that, but I think we are working with areas, so it's going to be areas and not body, because everybody. Okay, okay, it's false. Why it is false if it's bullet? I think it's bullet, right? Let's see, group bullet and bullet. Our space bullet is in group bullet, and I will head here as well just to bullet. uh, Having this kind of errors during the video is cool because we can check. True, it is true, but the bullet is not. Okay, so here it's area as well, and it's not. Okay, if area is in group, because we are working with areas, that was given our error. We are going just to, sorry, not this, disconnect this, disconnect. Okay, and here we are going to say that time to die it will be equal to 5. Okay, I need to change here as well, and it will be area entered the body, because if we are working with areas, will be areas colliding with areas and not areas with bodies in our case. So area, it will be bullets. Here it's true. Area, bullets, area. I think everything is okay now, so we are shooting. Okay, as I need to give a little bit more time to the bullets. Okay, but as you can see, they are now working. I think the enemies are way fast, because I can't destroy any enemy, man. I think I destroyed one. Man, it's hard. I have to remove the 100, and no, this one it's less, and this one is a little bit faster. Not that fast, man. Okay. So okay, they are a little bit slower, just for us to check if they are going to disappear. Yeah, and they disappeared. So man, it's hard. I put them a little bit harder, man. I think I have to add the bullets with more um, power instead of this. I'll add like 20 just to. But you can play around, as you can see. Let me just check again. Pew pew. Okay, I'm doing the effects. Pew pew pew. I'm just kidding, guys. Okay. And as you can see, we have here our shooter working. And okay, I'm shooting like crazy on my keyboard, so okay. One thing we can do, I will not do it in this video because the video is way bigger now. It's to on our space we can create. I will try to create quickly a canvas layer, and in our canvas layer we can create a label. And let me just do here a sprite quickly, or no, I will not add a sprite. We can add our label here, and let me just check here our label. Okay, and let me just add some text, 0 for example. I will move it a little bit to this side, yeah, a little bit like here in this part of the screen. This is more for us. I will head it, I think, below, probably to not conflict with the enemies appearing. I will head it here, and what we can do is to when our enemies, if life is 0, we are going to grab here our label. Okay, so it will be on ready var label, it will be equals to, I always forget this path, get tree dot root, I think that's it, dot get node, and the node is, it's a node 2D, so where is it, space, and then get another node. I think I'm doing something wrong here, but I don't remember what. So, and here it's canvas layer, and then again get node. A lot of getting nodes, man. Get node, and it will be label. Let me just see if this okay. Get tree, get node. I think I'm missing something here for some reason. Let me just print label. Okay, just to see if we are calling correctly our label. So okay, and yeah, we are not. Let me just check here on my other codes because I already have that implemented. Let me just quickly check here on the put in survival mode that I've created yesterday. Because this path, I always forgot the path here. Okay, sorry, my GODOT is taking a little bit of time, doing a bunch of stuff. Okay, don't care. Script, where is my label? Oh, it's get root, not get root. It's this. I was missing that. I was on the right path, but it's get root here. So we'll see if it is working. Okay, let's restart again. We have the 0 there. What I have missed again. Okay, let me just, I think I already closed that. It's get tree, get root, and it's on ready because something is wrong with here. Okay, get root, get a node, It's space.getNode canvas layer and getNode label. It's correct. What canvas? It's canvas layer. Canvas layer, man. What? I wrong? I write it wrong? No, it's correct. And you are here. Yeah. Oh, sorry guys. It's a little misspelled here. Okay. Okay, so we are getting the label. So now when our enemy dies, when this life is 0, we are going to say that our label.text, it will be a string, but at the same time an integer, because we are getting our label.text, and we are adding at, so this is the small spaceship, we are going to add 5. Okay, so we are going to grab this and call it on the larger spaceship, and grab this, and on the larger spaceship we are going to earn 50, no, not 50, it's too much, 20 points. So let's see if it's sorry, I have a bug, misspelling here again, text, and here text again. Okay, so we'll see if it will count our, let's try to kill one, and we have 5 points, 10, 15. Okay, try to kill the bigger one. Okay, 40 points. Okay, and guys, we already have here the basics for our shooter. You can implement, I will not implement it, but you can implement on your practice game. You can implement the enemy shooting at you, and you have to avoid that shooting to make the games a little bit harder. Of course, mine is way simpler, and you can implement like power-ups. Uh, I like this kind of games. I played a lot of these games when I was a little bit younger, so and I was very addicted to this kind of games, to be honest. So that's it from me, guys. I know that this video is like uh, a million hours now. Just kidding, but it's getting it's way bigger now. But at least we have the opportunity to work all together, and all together, sort of saying. We had some bugs, we fixed those bugs, we implemented stuff, we checked how the stuff works. I think they are best. Hey, let me just check on here, because on our larger spaceship, I was trying to finish the video, but on our larger spaceship, I think we don't have the enemy. Yeah. Small things, guys, small things. Let's see, and I will finish the video. So small ones are being hit and nothing passes through them, only the ones that, but they are passing the, okay. Let me just check, because man, this enemy, hello. Okay, I think now it's done. So we'll see, there's a big one there. Yeah, it's getting hit. So guys, as you guys can see, the game is working. We have a counter there, counting the points that we are earning by killing the enemies. We are shooting our enemies. We checked a lot of stuff. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed. I know that this is a big video, but at least here we have the opportunity to work on a not full game, but at least on the basics for these type of space shooting games. And with this, you guys can grab it and create awesome things, and I know you guys will do. So if you have any doubts, leave a comment, and you already know what to do. Subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell notifications for the updates, and hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see on the next video. So bye bye.